All right, go for it. Thank you, Prometheus.
She's hot.
What-
Oh, is that a dude? Oh, fuck, my bad.
Whoever fought
Can you boost the audio
for women to get jobs.
all the way?
Why? Why did we do that? I am so tired.
You and me both, sister.
I want to just put my feet up. Like, I am. Oh my god.
Play the beginning again really quick. What's her primary? Just play it again.
Whoever fought for women to get jobs.
Feminist.
Why?
Okay, so she's upset that she has to work, I guess. Oh, you can pause it.
That's what. That's a huge issue these days.
Yeah,
People don't want to work.
Yeah, I feel like as a
is
woman,
very
I
lazy
need to have my
society.
own hustle. Like, don't get me wrong, princess treatment all the way, but like I need to have my own hustle. Do I think I deserve to work 5 days a week and only have 2 days off? Absolutely not. But I do believe as a female, you need your own, not depend on nobody type of hustle for yourself.
It depends if you're playing a traditional female role. If you're gonna have kids be at the crib, I think that applies different.
I'm
If
talking
you're
about
not
like a
gonna-
single woman.
Right, but if you're not gonna plan to do none of that, you could go have your career. You could do whatever you want, and why would anything stop you? Really?
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
Bender the Offender donated $99.
thank you, Bender.
I would
Appreciate
add
it.
that men are feeling less needed than before, thus laziness, no social skills, and most importantly they will no longer be building society as a whole in the generations to come.
Completely
Yeah,
I
agree.
think a lot of women, when they don't just want to provide for themselves,
Good
they
point,
want to
Bender.
feel like girl boss mood though. It's like
Yeah.
You can still be girl boss and want a man.
Oh yeah,
Right,
like so
correct,
I grew up
correct.
like my mom was very independent. My dad also gave her the world and like showed what it was to be a husband. My mom also raised me as an independent woman, but like also don't settle for anything less than what you deserve. So it's like I grew up like being instilled that you need to have your own hustle. Don't depend on a man for anything, even if he's trying to like, oh, you don't gotta work. No, go work.
if you're too busy
Like,
being independent though, this is personally something I've gone through. I've been trying to spend a lot of time being independent, being on my own. Then I do that, and then I sit at a place that's alone.
Yep.
So if you're gonna build to be an
Yep.
individual, that's what you're gonna end up to be.
Yep.
So
I mean,
Yeah.
So if I could just comment on that
last
last message that came through, I completely agree. Feminism has told women that they do not need men, and therefore men and women are completely interchangeable and not distinct from each other, which is completely false. Men and women absolutely need each other, and there are certain roles.
duality.
Fever
Wow, okay.
Rage Joe donated $99. Can you ask the guests what they believe a man and a woman should bring into a relationship, and ideally if the man or the woman should bring more to the table?
We will get into that. We're getting quite a few that are coming in right now. So Average Joe, thank you very much for your very generous TTS. We will get into that once we kind of wrap up this conversational thread. You were commenting on the previous one, Bender the Offender. Bender, thank you very much. I think just men aren't appreciated. Yeah.
Ronnie donated $100.
Yo, thank you, Ronnie. Appreciate it.
Hey Brian Fire Show, Ronnie again. Priya first date, let's get drinks. /pasta, skydiving sketchy, cheeky, Universal Studios LA then. This TTS accent better make me sound great, doubt lol. Question FR panel, what's the one thing that makes you happy?
Okay, yo, Ronnie C, thank you very much for
Priya,
your
make
TTS
content.
there.
Just make content. Just go on a date and just film the whole thing. And if it's terrible, then just put it up on TikTok.
I don't
just make
even live
content.
down here, bro.
So first off, Priya, quite a few have come through, so we will try to address all the questions.
I'll be quick.
But he's changed his date proposal from skydiving to wine and pasta. Do you accept his date proposal?
I don't know how comfortable I feel about accepting a date proposal from somebody I've never met, but
I mean,
Send a picture.
Doesn't everybody
Send a picture in.
doesn't everybody start off as a stranger at one point?
Yeah.
yeah, but normally I meet people in person, and then
Okay.
yeah.
What if he's
Alright.
really cute? Would it
I
change your
know.
mind?
I guess it depends. I don't
He's
know.
all-
I don't
I
even
mean,
live down here.
This is his second TTS, so I mean,
No.
he's probably doing well unless
Spending
he's
the bands already on you.
spending some money.
He's just trying to talk to you. He's
Effort.
paying money to talk to you.
But is he
Okay.
over 6 foot?
Ronnie.
Send more money and
Ronnie,
say
we need
She
you.
fucks Machine Gun Kelly.
How tall are you,
It's been
Ronnie?
confirmed.
Ronnie, how tall are you?
I'll contemplate it.
By the way, just on the height thing, did we go on the median
did, yeah.
income? Everybody answered. Okay, cool. Just
They got it way more right than any other audience.
Oh, nice.
Panel I've ever
That's a
seen.
good
Yeah.
panel.
Yeah.
That's a good panel.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Okay, so there's quite a few that came in. Priya, you were addressing the Bender the Offender with the the feminism thing. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, and with women seeking the less than top 1% of men, the majority of men feel undervalued, first of all. And therefore, I think they don't feel like they need to work to become better and to become like masculine men that can provide for their families. And yeah,
Men don't feel appreciated.
No, they don't feel appreciated. And I mean, it's hard to not blame, or it's hard to blame the victim, but you know, men do have to become accountable at some point
Agreed.
and decide that they want to strive to be that 1% of men. So
But
Well,
even,
wait,
if you become
wait, hold on.
even if you become accountable and we can all put our standards a bit lower for men, there's still the technology now that exists that gives women the ability to just have a roster of men from all over the world that hasn't been there before.
yeah, so when women need to
not gonna
take
go away.
accountability themselves as well. I don't think that's a sustainable way to live or a good way to live.
Wait.
But
Okay, but
sorry,
one question
what
for
were
you.
gonna
So
say? Yes.
you said that men should strive to become that 1%.
Not necessarily strive to become the 1%, but I think that everybody should strive to continuously become better.
Yeah,
Sure.
but as he said earlier, there are different standards that women put onto men, so it's harder to become that 1% because not only do you have to be good looking,
Absolutely,
fit,
I'm not saying that
Yeah,
everyone's going to become that 1%.
I don't think it's that hard. I really
Well,
don't.
but my
I think
nature-
I think no one's fucking trying. No one. Like you know, when I meet kids, when I meet guys that are under the age of 25, they do nothing. They do nothing. There is a small, let's say the top 16% of men. It has never been easier to get into that top 16% of men. Dude, take a fucking class on copywriting, on like learn how to build a sales funnel. Seriously, learn affiliate marketing. There's
That's
so many ways to make like 400
By
grand.
nature,
that's
but-
not the
but-
top 1%.
No,
But by
but it's
nature-
one of the things. And then go to the gym 6 days a week. There's so many things. Bro, there are books you can read. It is so accessible for men to become that top.
But when are we going to talk about men's mental health and maybe their lack of ability to really get to that spot? Because I don't feel
Well,
I
I
don't
also
really
think
see
that-
men talking about that, and I don't really see women talking about that either.
Because we have to perform. It's like our mental health when we get there.
But
you
that's
know.
the part that we need to break down, right? Because if we're talking,
Busy
I'm
walking the
considering.
walk instead of talking the talk.
Well, I'm considering like what's happening now in like mainstream social media and like the United States and Western societies. Like there's a movement for men that's happening right now. And it's,
Sure.
it's evolving. And
I agree that mental health with men has always been quite neglected, but I think that there's a mental health epidemic going on that is completely obscure and blown out of proportion. There is this idea now in society that if you are not continuously happy all the time, that there's something wrong with you and there's something wrong with your lifestyle. Our ancestors understood that life was trying and difficult and complex, and the road to happiness was long and trying. And now we think that we can just walk down the street and be this happy butterfly all the time, and if we're not, we're doing something incorrect.
why do you think
Because
that is?
I think social media, I think feminism has told everybody this, because if you are not making your own way as a woman, and then men are neglecting their duties because they're told that they are not going to ever be enough, I think that there's a multitude of reasons for this.
Which perpetuates the chasm between men and women understanding each other, being able to like really
Being able to understanding it.
yeah,
other
like
in what way?
For example, like how much effort do you think women, like the average woman, puts into?
What? Oh, hold on.
Oh.
Just hold that thought. Oh, hold on. I have to re-trigger it because there was a curse word, I guess. Or no, I think give it 1 sec. It'll re-trigger.
I don't necessarily know that men and women have to understand each other in order to get
I don't think
along.
so either.
And here's the thing: if you are a woman and you have short-term values, you were saying women have to do something, or men have to do. No, they don't. No, they don't. That's the point. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, is it not gonna? Okay, yeah, it was probably okay. They
want
are
me to read it?
disgusting predators and online that needs to be nationwide banned. I grew up in this digital age. I know the majority of men are watching highly advanced and addictive porn starting at the age of 12 and are being groomed by social media. By the way, yeah, I think it probably, he's saying prawn. So
OF and prawn stars.
yeah,
The
yeah.
porn industry also has a lot to do with this and the decline of masculine men in
You
society.
can watch prawn and still have a job
And traditional
still be
women.
a masculine man. That's just an addictive personality. Like just like you can get addicted to drugs.
That
or
industry
drinks.
specifically breeds addiction, first of all. Second of all, there are a lot of things that corn does to your mental health, to your hormones.
Sticky
Wow,
side
okay,
down
that's coming in.
donated $99. Speaking of distractions, shout out to Priya. Brian, tell her about the time I saved you from that bear/tiger/monkey hybrid.
Sure.
Ronnie's a chump. Let's grab a drink next time I'm in NorCal.
Wow, you now
Would
have-
love to hear about your beautiful horses.
You now have 2 suitors tonight.
This is a
You have
bachelor.
Ronnie.
Yeah.
Wait, time out. Do you guys remember before when you guys are like, well, women have to change? No, the fuck they don't. No, they don't. I think they should, but don't point this out to me and tell me women have to change, because in the short term, what will happen is they can all. We had a girl on the show the other day. She's girls did porn, had 2 kids with a dude, still films with other guys, comes home to her husband who like allows this whole thing to happen. No, you can find a dude, you just probably aren't going to like him very much. There's so many what are called. Not superfluous. What's the word? Surplus men. That's what Dr. Richard Reeves calls them. There's so many surplus men out there because they aren't taking the time to garner the abundance in their life. And once they have that abundance, then they can set the boundaries that they want. And when they have those boundaries, then they will. If someone cheated on them, they would say, "Okay, you cheated. Whatever. I'm going to move on to someone else. I'm not going to go back to this because I understand what my boundaries are." Right?
part.
They're not going to take a job that's going to abuse them. They're not going to be with a woman who doesn't treat them the way that they want to be treated. But that's what a high status man would do. A low status man is not going to do that. A low status man is going to chase. He's going to do everything he can. He doesn't have the ability to cheat.